Remember that scene in Age of Ultron when nobody could lift Thor's hammer? Well, just know that if Lara Croft would have been there, she would have lifted it. Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo, and in this video I'm going to talk about all Tomb Raider games for the Nintendo Wii. Let me tell you about the background behind the anniversary. So the first Tomb Raider game came out in 1996, and when the franchise had the 10-year anniversary, they thought on remaking the first game for the fans. And when remaking the game, they really remade it, almost from scratch. I mean, Lara doesn't look like this anymore, but looks more like a human being. Okay, the first Tomb Raider game was made for the PS1 and it came in 96, so I'm aware of the graphical capabilities back then. Also, the levels look way better now, and they aren't that confusing anymore like in the original. The combat is the one we love in the old games, meaning shooting and doing acrobatics. You can use multiple weapons too, you are not constrained to use only the dual pistols. The puzzles are refined too, and I like them more now. Also in combat, you will not only fight humans but animals too, and even dinosaurs. And during your 7-hour gameplay, you won't get bored because each location is unique and there is so much variation that if you're an adventurer by heart, you'll feel the urge to explore and admire the scenery. But even if the game is great, I will recommend you play it on a different console than on the Wii, as the Wiimote controls are clunky, both in combat and during camera control. Tomb Raider Underworld is again a great game, but only if you play it on a different console than on the Wii, as the clunky Wiimote controls will get in the way of the fun. But if you consider yourself skilled with the Wii's controls, then let me tell you about the game. In this one, you discover bits of Norse mythology and see resurrections, that's why it's called Underworld. And you even discover Thor's hammer, and get the chance to use Thor's hammer in combat. In Rest, you get Wii specific puzzles that are not present on Xbox or PS3. They are usually very simple puzzles, but hey, you get something unique on the Wii, some unique puzzles, and the game looks really good on the Wii. Lara gets some new moves and features that aren't game changing but are still awesome, and in Rest, the gameplay is like we are used to in the Tomb Raider games, meaning that you solve puzzles, gunfight with acrobatics, platform and jump around. It's a great game, but as I said, I will recommend you play the game on a different console than on the Wii, just because of the clunky controls.